Good morning. Good morning. Today's Thursday, January 22nd, 2026. And we're back. We're live with Kicking It with Cotty, home of men's health, wealth, and faith. I'm inspired this morning, you guys. I'm inspired to wake up and do the best that I can today. I'm inspired to reach new heights, set new goals, accomplish new things in my life. I have the electric interview coming up for the apprenticeship. I have business plans that I'm working towards and that I'm building towards. I have health initiatives that I added into my life, like cutting out fast food, right? I know a lot of us have already, taken that step, and a lot of us haven't. A lot of us aren't even considering it. Why? Because the price. The price is cheap. The price is fair. The price is affordable. And why do you think they do that? Why do you think that the price is affordable? So that you buy it, so that you consume it. Because the things that aren't that affordable are a lot healthier for you. The things that they make harder to get, just like rare items. The things that are hard to get, they're expensive. For instance, like gold. You just can't walk out into your backyard and pick up some gold. You have to mine it, you have to excavate it, you have to drill for it. You got to go deep into the ground to bring it to the surface. And right now, gold's on the rise. It's exceeded $4,800 an ounce. Listen, you guys, things are changing, things are shifting, and they want you out of here. They want you gone. So cut out that fast food, engage your body, engage your muscles, go outside once a week, twice a week, go do a sprint. I know you haven't done a sprint since track in high school, but go do that. Your body needs it. The longer you wait, the more tense your body's going to become. So get out there, sprint, walk a mile, walk 2 miles, walk 3 miles a week, not a day, a week. Pick a day or 2 days to just go out for a walk, get some fresh air, let that sunlight hit your body. But you need that air, you need that oxygen intake. You need to move your body, your limbs, you need to walk, move your arms, move your legs, get outside, and put together a little workout regimen, whether it's 50 push-ups, 50 sit-ups. You need to keep your body moving, you guys. With all the chemicals and poison that's in the air and the food and the water, your body's breaking down. Cancer is living in many of us. And in a lot of us, cancer is dormant. And one day they are waiting, the hospitals are waiting for it to wake up. Why? So that you can walk into their doors, you can sit on their tables, and you can get treated. Not healed, but treated. Then you enter into chemotherapy, where the radiation is obliterating the cells that are fighting back the sickness. So I just pray that, we wisen up, that if they show us who they are, believe them. And the corporations have showed us who they are. So we need to believe them and we need to act accordingly. So let's get our health in order. Let's focus on our temple, our body. Because if it breaks down, we break down. So let's build it up. Let's strengthen it. Let's equip it with the things and the nutrition that it needs. Hydrate it. Give it the proper sleep. Give it the proper rest. I'm 33, turning 34. And my body doesn't feel the same as when I was 18. But I can continue to make it stronger each and every day, 1% better each and every day if I set goals. If I just haphazardly live and don't care, then my body's going to fall to the wayside. But if every day I try to make my body better 1% every day, then I'm doing what I need to do. So be encouraged, be blessed, have a great day. Thank the Lord, and I'll see you next time. Friday. January 23rd, 2026. It's Kayshawn, and we here with Kicking It with Cotty, home of men's health, wealth, and faith. Listen, you guys, it's the end of the week. We're here. I'm blessed. I'm thankful. I'm honored that the Lord has chosen me to be in the land of the living. There's so many things, seen and unseen, that could have prevented me from being here today, but the Lord is keeping his promise towards me. The things that he showed me, the things that he told me, the thing that he whispers to me, that he's with me always, even in the midst of trials and tribulations, even in the darkest and deepest valleys. He is moving me forward. There's been times where my heart was hardened towards him, but he softened it. And I'm here today to tell about his goodness and his greatness in my life. Without him, I'm nothing. Without him, I have nothing. All the cells in my body are in perfect form and condition because he spoke it. So the Lord is not a liar. If he was a liar, everything would cease to exist. But his word is true, so it holds everything together. The work week was a long week. It was a tough week. But with the Lord, all things are possible. He gives me strength. He gives me courage. He gives me energy. He shines a light on my life. So I just pray that the week was well for everybody, that going into this weekend, people get rest. I know they say we have a snowstorm coming in on Sunday morning, night. Prepare for it as you can. I know you're going to be seeing this video after the fact. Let's see how treacherous this snowstorm is. But what I do know is that they were spraying the skies today. That's what I do know. That when you look up in the sky, they were spraying like nobody's business. What they're doing, I don't know. Cloud seeding, spraying chemicals, warfare with the weather. You know, I'm just speculating. I know nothing for a fact, but all is well. Remember, you guys, write your notes down, make them plain for the weekly goals, the monthly goals, the yearly goals, the 5-year goals. You have to see them. You have to have them in front of you. You have to work on them weekly, monthly, little by little, here a little, there a little, so that you can get to the ultimate goal. So don't quit. Don't stop. Keep persevering. Keep building a foundation of wealth in your mind and physically. It's a mindset. Being poor is a mindset. Think of abundance and you will receive abundance. Where your heart is where your treasure is. And where your treasure is where your heart is. If you love the material things of this world, your heart is going to show it. So be well. Be safe this weekend. I'll be talking to you soon. I'm out here at Susie's. Susie's shutting down. 3 weeks, they retiring. If you're from Lakewood, you already know how Susie's gets down. Get out of here. Oh, what's going on, you guys? Today is Saturday, January 24th, and I'm blessed. It's Kayshawn. You're here with Kicking It with Cotty, home of men's health, wealth, and faith. And I'm encouraged today, you guys. I'm blessed. I am highly favored in the eyes of the Lord. And welcome to my journey as I'm pursuing YouTube. I'm probably about 50 days in right now, and every day is a little bit more challenging, but also every day is an opportunity to get 1% better at this through confidence and practice. I will begin to excel, and I'm excited about that. I haven't gotten into the editing too much yet, and I'm going to leave that for a little bit later. But right now, I'm just building up a consistency, a format of uploading to YouTube, and I'm going to take that slow and steady. I'm in a rush. YouTube's been here for probably 15, 20 years, and it's going to be here for a lot more. Like I said before, you know, we are the new media. The old media is transforming. The citizens have a lot more access to cameras and such, so they're putting out material, and it's changing the landscape. So I decided to add my input and my opinions and my perspective to the discussion, and here we are. So after I finish these 90 days, dropping, a whole week segment, I'm going to consider going to daily post every morning or every evening. I'll drop a daily video that is an idea that I'm thinking of. So we'll see where we end up at the end of the 90 days. I want to do my best to try to automate this as best as I can, where all I have to really do is just record the video, drop it in a AI software, get that file, drop in a Dropbox or a Drive, and then have AI or some sort of automation app. I'll find it, do all the heavy lifting, the posting, the script, the keywords, all the things necessary to upload a video. I want to automate that. So if anybody has any idea, by the time I drop this video, comment, let me know. If not, I'll be figuring that out as well. But like I said, every day is an opportunity to get 1% better in life, in your health, in your finances, in your faith. Every day you need to take a step forward, not backwards, but forwards in your health. Evaluate what you're eating, evaluate your intake, evaluate the toxins that you're putting into your body, and really consider stopping, right? Evaluate your wealth and your finances. Make them better today. Make them better tomorrow, 1%. If you don't have a banking account, get one. If you never had a banking account, get one. If you never had a savings account, get one. If you never had a high yield savings account, get one. If you never saved cash in an envelope, start to today. I remember I had a friend in high school. I may have told this story a long time ago, but it always sticks with me because my financial literacy was very low. I made money. I always had a job, always had work, but what I did with my money wasn't always the smartest thing to do. I enjoyed treating myself and treating others. And this person used to get paid, get the money, put in an envelope for A, B, C, and D. And this money is for spending. And it was separated, categorized. And she did well for herself. And I'm going to take on that same tactic and approach. And I suggest you guys do that as well. If you don't want to put it in the bank, try the envelope practice. It works. And lastly, I'll speak about, taking your business seriously, you guys. Most of us have W-2. We work for an employer. But what I promote on my page is working for yourself, starting a business. You may not be doing it now, but you need to plan to do that in your future. Not only is it an opportunity for you to earn extra income, but it's an opportunity for you to get breaks on your taxes and deductions. The tax code is made for the business. So you being a citizen and filing your taxes as just a person without a business, you're not reaping the benefits of the tax code. So I encourage you, get a consultation, speak with a CPA, speak with a tax strategist, and get some knowledge from them. I'm not a financial advisor. Anything that I say up here about finances and wealth is just my opinion, my perspective. I'm not giving advice. I'm just giving my opinion. So be blessed, you guys. Have a great night. We're expecting snow in the morning here in Jersey. We'll see what happens. Whether it does or it doesn't, I'm going to get out there and I'm going to snow out what I got to snow out who I got to snow out who I have to snow out. I'm going to get out whoever I have to get out if it snows hard. So, with that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow. What's going on, you guys? Today's Sunday, January 25th, 2026. I'm Kayshawn, and this is Kicking It with Kadi, home of men's health, wealth, and faith. Today, I'm not going to be before you too long, but I just want to say I'm blessed and I'm thankful that the Lord woke me up this morning. Without the Lord Jesus Christ, I'm nothing. I have nothing. Everything I have is His. I know we all store up our treasures here, on earth for the most part, in the way that we treat the things that we have and how we hoard them and guard them with our life. And an aspect of that is appropriate, right? You should value what you have and you should care for it. You should take care of it. You should honor what you were given by the Lord. But at the same time, I pray that our hearts would be as generous to give up things that we've had for a long time. That our hearts would think about those who are in need in all seasons and give to those who are in need. It's not just the homeless that are in need. It's the ordinary person, your regular friend. Everybody's dealing with some sort of shortage, physical, mental, spiritual. And I just pray that we would all think about the next person and how we can add to them and what they have. Generosity heals the heart. For some, it's very difficult. For others, it's very easy. I encourage you to be generous. Look out for your neighbor. Look out for your family. Look out for your loved ones. Because in these upcoming seasons, we're going to need each other. Quickly in the market, I know that silver broke $100 an ounce on Friday. And that's huge news. Gold is rearing up on 5,000. We surpassed 900. And currently the market's at 4,987. So seems like we're going to be making $5,000 an ounce. So if you have any dollars that are sitting in the bank, gaining no interest, you should consider putting those dollars in somewhere where they're going to multiply. It's not financial advice, just an opinion that I have on what to do with some extra fiat currency. There was a meeting in Davos, Switzerland, I think the World Economic Forum, where all the elites came to this past week to discuss the future of the global economy. And a very wise investor, Ray Dalio, mentioned that the monetary system as we know it, the fiat currency system as we know it, is shifting and changing. For some, that means nothing. And for a very few, that means a lot. It means that things are changing in the world, and you will get left behind if you're not aware. If you're already in the system, you live in the system, you don't know anything but the system, it's going to be things as usual. But for those who are coming out of the system, trying to break out of the system, looking for a way out of the system, you need to continue to read. Open your mind to different opportunities. Hop on YouTube, watch some videos, read some books, join some panels, and listen in what's going to be happening the next 4 years up until 2030. They have a plan, they have an agenda, and you need to know. So gold and silver at all-time highs, precious metals, coppers, palladium, platinum, everything's on the rise when it comes to precious metals, energy, solar. The world is shifting, you guys. So don't get stuck in consumerism. Remember to be a producer, because if you're a consumer, you're a slave to the system. Also, today was a snow day. Major snow outside. I've been shoveling back and forth all day today. And I'm going to go out one more time because it's easily 6-7 inches out there. So everybody be safe in this weather. I know by the time this drops, the snow will probably be gone, but we're almost through the winter. Stay warm, be blessed, God bless. Good morning, good morning. Monday, January 26, 2026. It's Kayshawn, and we're back with Kicking It with Kadi, home of men's health, wealth, and faith. What a day yesterday was with all this snow. As you guys know, I'm in New Jersey, and the snow came down yesterday. I was shoveling at 9 a.m., 3 p.m., 9 p.m., 8 a.m. today, Monday. The snow was falling all day. It built up. The roads are slick and bumpy. Pretty sure the statewide speed limit of like 35 miles an hour on the roads. Be careful out there. Putting salt down still. So I was shoveling yesterday, shoveling people out, shoveling myself out, got stuck. But I thank the Lord that I'm here. A lot of my brothers and sisters didn't make it to today. And for that, I'm thankful. As I was shoveling yesterday, I didn't see any kids outside. I didn't see any kids outside shoveling. I didn't see any kids today shoveling, driving through some towns. I'm 33. I turned 34 on Friday. We were shoveling. We was outside. I know everybody's talking about it. Everybody's like, oh, the younger generation, they not hustlers. They don't got that spirit. Well, the thing is, that spirit is put into you, that hustler spirit. You're trained up in that way. You know, especially back in the day, a lot of people had homes, a lot more than they do today. Most of us live in condos, apartments, right? Housing pricing has shot through the roof since 1990, 92, 95, even 2000, 2005. Living in a home has become unaffordable for the majority of the population. Families have separated all over the country. Growing up in my house, I had my grandma, my grandpa, my mom, aunt or uncle seasonally, my cousins, my sisters. My brother would come and stay with us. It was a house full of family and love and people. And it was a community inside of our home. It's not the same. We've been told to move out at 18. We've been told to expand our horizons, travel the world, relocate. But in hindsight, that was trickery. How powerful would it be if we all stuck with our families? How powerful would it be if we stayed together, built businesses together, built enterprises together? We're honest with each other, but instead we run away. We say we can't deal with our family. We're tired of the restrictions and the control. And like I say, in hindsight, it's, vision's 2020. But it's truth. Don't let the media and other people convince you that moving out of your house is the right thing to do, especially in 2026. You're better together. You're stronger together. Your money compounds together better. So for those who are seeing this that are young, get out there and hustle. Get out there and work. Get out there and make some extra dollars. The money's out there. Get off of TikTok. Get off of the scrolling. You're stuck. You need to break free, break out of that, get out into the community. There's elderly, there's widows, there's people who need your help. I mean, I'm telling you, I walked outside yesterday, it was ghost town. Nobody's outside. Yes, because the weather was bad, but even today. So let's bring back that hustle mentality. Let's not let it fade away. And let's build up the youth. Let's continue to build up the youth. Let's continue to pour into them, encourage them, and show them. You have to lead by example to get back what we once had. So to the older crowd, the ones that still, have their backs intact, you have to continue to get out there and show them. You too, get off that game. Get off that scrolling. It's just not the youth, it's the adults now too. Scrolling on the game, watching TVs, watching movies, in the house. Whatever they did to us, they did a good job because it's working. But to those who want better, keep speaking up. Keep being loud about it. One day is going to come where everything that you said and documented is going to come to fruition. So stay on the right tracks. Stay positive. Stay encouraged. Be safe. Much love. What's going on, you guys? It's Kayshawn. You're here watching Kicking It with Cotty, home of health, wealth, and faith. Today is Tuesday, January 27th. January 30th is my birthday. I'll be 34. And I'm excited. I'm blessed. I am thankful and honored that I'm still here. I could be anywhere, but I'm here and I'm thankful. The Lord has kept me in the land of the living, and it is a blessing. Many of my brothers and sisters didn't wake up this morning. For whatever reason, God chose to take them from this place and send them into eternity, where the great judge will have the last say at the end of the day. And that great judge is not us. So that's a reminder to not cast judgment. In the vein of health, I just don't talk about nutrition and your physical health, but your mental health as well. Don't cast judgment on others. It's that same judgment and die that you cast can be cast towards you at a later time. So I encourage you to practice forgiveness, practice love, practice understanding and sympathy, right? We're in 2026. If you turn on the news, you turn on your social media app, you see that the world is in utter chaos, and violence and looting and perversion are at an all-time high. And in these times, we need to show sympathy to those who are dealing with oppression. There's so many parties that have been dealing with oppression for hundreds of years. It's nothing new. Oppression has been around since the beginning of time. It's just a new form, a new group of people, but history is continuing to repeat itself. And it's the people in power, the greedy ones, the ones who want all the power, that want this free to cheap labor against the common citizen, those who are at the bottom and trying to climb the ladder. So I encourage you to show sympathy, pray for those who are oppressed, and lift up those who have been dealing with oppression for years. The Lord is near to those who are brokenhearted, the ones who put pride to the side and let humility rise up in their hearts. So I encourage you today to stand on humility, put your pride to the side, and speak up and be a voice of reason to those who are in need. In other news, I started a new book because I finished The Psychology of Money, and we'll be going over that in a lot more of my financial discussions, a lot of the things that I learned from that book. But now I'm reading Think Again by Adam Grant. And just a little into what the first chapter was talking about, which I think is pretty important. It was talking about progress. And it speaks about progress is impossible without change. And those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. And the example in the first chapter, it was speaking about a man named Mike Lazaridis, who is the founder of BlackBerry. For all my viewers who are watching that, were born in the 90s, 80s, 70s, not really early 2000s, when the BlackBerry was on the scene, and how it was revolutionary. The company was valued at, north of $70 billion. Everybody and their mother had a BlackBerry. And what made it so cool was the ability to text, with your thumbs and send out emails and handle calls. However, this book is discussing how the lack of the desire or the ability to change that the founder was outputting made the company's evaluation basically go down all the way to only being worth, 1% of what it was worth. Straight nosedive down, because companies like WhatsApp revolutionized messaging, and they started working with text messaging. And BlackBerry didn't want to continue to change and revolutionize their systems. So I'm with the guy with BlackBerry, to be honest. He probably saw something that the text messaging and the encryptions and where we were going, we were losing control, right? There is a big reset happening. They want to centralize our data, our information, our messaging, our phone calls. They want everything to be visible. I think BlackBerry was onto something. They were big on privacy and security. So the book speaks about his inability to change, put him behind the eight ball, and it's true financially. It was a great success, and then it fell. But I encourage you to have an open mind when it comes to change. Some things are worth changing. Some things you have to stand on. So be patient, be vigilant, take your time, seek counsel, listen to the counsel. If it's just you making all the decisions, there's a good chance that you're going to make wrong decisions. So when it comes to building, seek counsel, create a board, create a group. So it's just not you making all the decisions in your business, in your life, in your family, right? But I'm excited also. And lastly, my brother Reese gave me one of his prints. Shout out my boy Reese Jones. He's got the one-on-one painting, but he blessed me with a print. So you guys make sure you hit him up. Pretty sure his social is Reese Jones. Easy to hang on your wall. Ooh. Buzz on there. There we go. All right, we're back. All right. Now you guys have a blessed day. Tomorrow I'm heading out to Baltimore. I'll be in Maryland on Thursday. My birthday's on Friday, so tune in. I'll be in a hotel room, maybe in my truck, out and about. But just know after the 90 days, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be going every day. Every day I'm going to drop a video, and we're going to see how that goes. My goal is to be consistent and record every day. So here I am. Be blessed. Talk soon. What's going on, you guys? It's Cotty 92, home of health, wealth, and faith. I'm in Baltimore. I'm in Maryland. Checked into the hotel, got finished with the route, and I'm here. I'm back on the video because I'm going to be consistent with posting. I'm going to be consistent with posting until I plan my way to a production that's engaging, educational, motivational, inspirational. I want to add my piece to the puzzle. You know, to start YouTube, you don't have to have the most confidence. You just have to record. Doesn't take much. I'm looking at the camera, and people may view this. People may like it, people may not like it. But at the time of recording, I'm just talking to a camera. So that's what it is, you guys. There's nothing to be afraid of. You know, upload the video. Simple as recording and uploading. What people are going to say, it's the internet. They're going to say whatever they want to say. You can't stop them. So you might as well take what they say, put each discrepancy or praise into its folder, compile it all together, and then evaluate it. Like maybe it's talking some truth. This is a platform to benefit you and promote what you have or what you're offering. So use it while it's here. If you feel like your reach isn't that far in your community where you are, and you post something on here, most of the people who watch your video aren't going to know you. You don't have to tell your circle and the people that you know, your friends, your family, that you have a YouTube channel. They know you, they see you, they know your story. To them, it may not be that interesting, and that's fine. They're still my family, they're still my friends. I still love them. But there's a whole population of people out there who have YouTube, who watch YouTube, that this may resonate with. So start YouTube before you feel ready. Just record that video and put it up. I'm probably almost at day 60. After 90 days, my goal is to post a video up every day. Maybe take a day off, maybe do some lives down the road. But I'm building this up. Why? So that I can build up a studio space to where I record content and I host other people who want to record content in multimedia for their business, for their company, for themselves, for their professional LinkedIn, right? We want to be able to provide a space for that. But other than that, God's good. I'm thankful. I'm blessed that I made it to my destination today, that my route was smooth with all the snow. I was riding through Baltimore, and what a beautiful city. I was riding near the harbor, and it's bumping, it's bussing. Even in the snow, the city was still alive and active. So, nice experience. But above all, I'm grateful. I'm thankful. I thank the Lord for waking me up today. I thank Him for giving me safe travels and right mind. I thank Him for moving on my heart. I thank Him for the message of truth and holiness and righteousness. The nation is in turmoil right now, per usual. And God's the answer, to all of our worries and our stress and our concerns. Faith in the Lord Jesus is a safe harbor. It's a safe place. It's a safe space to fall into the arms of the Father in the midst of chaos. There's only so much you can control, but always, stand up for the oppressed, make your voice heard, that, you know, the empires and tyranny and wicked people in high places will fail. Their tactics that they plan and plot on the general population and generations they think less of, their plans will always fail. It may look bad and it may look horrible, but they don't win in the end. So stay encouraged, stay blessed. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment, like the video. I respond back to comments, and we're just going to keep this going. This is the end of week 4. And then we're going into February, 90 days straight. And then I'll try to get all the videos out as quickly as I can. And then hopefully start in maybe March. Who knows? I'll say March, but it's tentative. We'll record every day and drop a video. More format, obviously. Be more specific, hit the points. But before I go, gold and silver are making all-time highs, you guys. Silver's at $118 an ounce. That's real money for you. When when the world is in distress and there's uncertainty, real money stands up. So silver, all-time highs, $118 an ounce. And gold, smacking. Gold's at $5,538 an ounce. I think it was back in 1920. They said that an ounce of gold, don't quote me, an ounce of gold was $20 in 1920. And on the back of that 1 ounce coin was a cattle of some sort. And the cow was worth that $20. So a cow's worth $20 in 1920, and an ounce of gold was worth $20 in 1920. So 1 ounce of gold gets you a cow. Real money. Real money always stands up and fake money starts running. So get your gold, get your silver, get your cow, get your house, get your business. Bring that cash flow in, turn it into assets that are going to grow it. Stand strong, hold on to your money, and be well.